You really thought I was going to come dressed like that? Just playing with y'all. I thought it would be kind of fun. I don't know. I guess my joke's not that funny. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your tie. That is your time. New tie. Never wore this tie on the show. Got it from a family member who's been sitting in the package for 6 months. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every, or with the little sticker on it, whatever. I don't know, not in a package, you know what I mean, but with the little plastic thing on it hanging. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I guess we were supposed to start in the studio, right, and then move in, but we're here. Now we're going to move there. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in, and let's break down Bitcoin. If you're in my trading group, last night we did amazing. I saw along that I was in on a flag. I got stopped out with this nasty, nasty wick to the downside. It was a crazy liquidation last night, right? But then they made a diamond, and we were able to figure out this diamond, and on the 5-minute time frame, we found this falling wedge cup and handle. This is why they call me Sammy Cup and Handy. And literally last night, I have a weekly screen share. We have a private screen share. We went over this exact handle right here. And I said, you know, right as we left the screen share, I said, we're likely going to go to Valhalla, right? And if you took the measured move of that, we did boom from 87 all the way to about $90,000, a $3,000 move for Bitcoin, and you're still in the gains had you taken that. I said I wasn't going to trade, but then I did post the scalp. I sold about there last night, and I took that nice pump to the upside. I've since opened up a trade on Weeks. I got a Weeks trade going right now. WEEX, Weeks, baby, Weeks. Some of the best fees in the game over at Weeks. Check them out. Find out more. Second to MEXC. You got MEXC, you got Weeks, you got BITUNIX. All right, right now I'm doing a BITUNIX campaign. If you want to jump on into BITUNIX, they're doing some awesome stuff. All right, hit my link to find out more in the comments, the pinned comment. Oh, I don't think I have it yet. Hold on. I got to go get my pinned comment up. Got to work. You got to work. There's always something to do. So this is what I showed in my weekly screen share last night. I don't stop working, man. Can you believe that? Even a private screen share late at night, and then we go over altcoins. We talk about a bunch of stuff. We have a blast. It's absolutely beautiful. And what is happening today? Today is the Crypto Summit. It's going to be one of the biggest, hopefully, some of the biggest news ever. It could be a nothing burger. I'm open-minded. I put a tweet out there to see what each and every one of you were saying. And a lot of people like to take Fridays off, but I'll tell you right now, man, Friday is the day, baby. Today could be one of the biggest days in the history of cryptocurrency. I'm not going to sleep on it. I'm going to be paying attention for sure. So today is that day, baby. Blessings on blessings to everyone out there. Jump on into the live. We got new people in my trading group, and they forget I'm live at 10 a.m. I got to send them a thing. It is still early, though, 10:15. We just getting started, man. People are just coming into the room. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Come on in. Come on in. It's like I'm a professor. Please make sure you close the door on your way in. All right. Thank you. Thank you. We'll start class in a few minutes. Get yourself situated. All right. Stop talking there next to you. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. So right now, Bitcoin's in a, looks to me like a bit of a bull pennant. Kind of look more, maybe a possible symmetrical triangle, but bull pennant and the other half of the diamond. So we found the diamond last night. The diamond plays out exactly like it should. I mean, it's been spot on. TA has been spot on. To me, you came in, you dropped out, you dropped back inside. Actually, hold up. Yeah, you bring this right there. I mean, you just, a diamond in the rough, man. A diamond in the rough. So there we have it. And now I'm waiting to see if this can break out, wow, to the upside. Or are we going to lose the 200 MA on the 1 hour time frame? So that's why I like this trade. Because you're either going to lose the 200 and you'll play games, or you could win. And so the stop loss below the 200 keeps me cozy. Keeps me nice and cozy, all right? And again, don't go too hard. We made a lot of gains this week. And I'd rather see us break back above, I'd rather see us break back above 95 and then make a trade. Like, everyone's like, oh, I have to get the actual move. But you don't. I mean, we did call this bottom. We've traded Bitcoin ever since. If you got in with me here on Monday, I called the 4-hour reversal on the live stream towards the end of the stream. Instead of going short on the flag, you'd still be in the gains if you took that long that I put out on Monday, like straight up. So it is what it is. Let's do our top-down analysis for BTC. Today, I'm going to do my macro video. We're going to look at all sorts of stuff. The NASDAQ, the S&P, gold, all that. And we're going to have a blast. So get ready for the information coming at you today is going to be packed with a lot. And I guess the meeting's at 1:30. They're going to come out with news at 3 o'clock. It'll probably be late. Maybe it comes out at 4 o'clock. We don't exactly sure how it's going to happen. But again, identifying this diamond was key. Anyone who, whoever your trader buddy or whoever your guru should have been able to identify this diamond for you. And I was able to actually put my group in that flag there, cup and handle to the upside, and boom, boom, boom. Anyway, it is what it is. It's over now. Let's find out if there's more gains to be had all over this market. Let's take a look here at the weekly time frame. The weekly very oversold in the stochastics RSI pointing down, and the MACD as well. All right, and when I look at this closely, you can see that there's, this a falling wedge with the top wedge there. And see, then you got this a bit of a flag here. That could still be a flag as long as you could, if you basically respect these wicks, you get back inside, you get a bit of a pump. Boom, boom, boom. And that takes you to $137,000 by June. And again, if that was their plan, they wouldn't want everybody to know, right? It's like, and then this is what I call the ascending cup and handle, which I've played many, many times. I call it a half a cup and handle, the ascending cup and handle. The cup goes up with a higher, but if you twist it to the side, it's still a cup and handle. If you just slightly slant your head, and boom, that thing goes all the way to $138,800. So I like what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin on the weekly, looking pretty interesting, to say the least, right? Now let's talk about the data that came in and how it affected the market. What do we want? What is this all about? What's going on? How do you assess this data? If you're new, what's going on? Well, this is unemployment data that came in today. I told everybody about it Sunday night. We said Wednesday morning, 8:30, Thursday morning, and Thursday morning and Friday morning at 8:30 in the morning, we're going to have some news that's going to move this market. We talked about it over and over again. We went over it and it happened, right? So we got 4.1 on the unemployment. Let's talk about what that means. So unemployment goes down. It means that people are able to hire people. That means they don't need to borrow more money to expand. That means things are going okay. The interest rate can actually go up or stay the same, right? But what if the unemployment rate is going up? That means there's less people working. To get people to go to work, we need more loans, more businesses be able to take out a loan. For instance, I got a car wash, right? I'm doing well, but I'm just getting by. I don't have enough to expand to my next location. But if they lower the interest rate and I do the math, I can take out a loan of $500,000 and it can work out. I can pay it off in a few years and open up my next location. I can hire 5 more employees, maybe even 7, right? So if they can lower the interest rate, all right, I can borrow more and I can lower the unemployment rate. Agreed? So the idea is we need the unemployment rate to keep climbing up, putting pressure on the Fed to cut rates. If the unemployment kept going down, the Fed would say, oh, we're fine. We don't have to cut the rate. So this indirectly is whatever they do to this, in my mind, it's almost like, you want the new administration to fudge this number to put pressure on the Fed. You know what I mean? So like they wouldn't let this number budge. Like they would push this number up on purpose because they want the Fed to cut the rate. Amen, right? More money to flow, more money. So they say President Trump will speak today at 3. We also have Jerome Powell at 12 o'clock today. There's a lot that could move this market. That's why you can see and feel the volatility today. 91,000, 89.5, 90,000 all over the place on this morning. So this is a good sign, though, for us. For risk on assets, this is exactly what we needed. We needed 4.1. We got exactly what we asked for, everybody. You can't complain. So far, so good for Bitcoin. There's a chance this cup and handle breaks to the upside. These wicks do get respected, and we go further to the upside here for BTC. We take a look at the 5-minute chart. All right, and we take a look at what's happening here to the 5-day chart. And you can see what's happening here on the 5-day. You can see big wicks to the upside too as well, and a nice big wick there that could push us further to the upside. So I like what I'm seeing for Bitcoin here on the 5-day chart. And then boom, that could, again, I'd like to see the next 5-day candle close green. We'll see where that goes. So far, so good. And then we got this 3-day chart in the falling wedge too that could break to the upside. And so far, the 3-day has been respecting its oversold stochastic. RSI in a great spot. MACD about to turn. Everything looking good for the 3-day chart. Another thing about the 3-day, it's a very strong chart and it has hidden bullish divergence. Hidden bullish divergence is when you have a low to a swing low on the RSI, but you have a low to a swing high on the price action. This is an uptrend. That's a downtrend. Normally, they're pretty much correlated. Look, up and down, and a rounded bottom. Up and down, and a rounded bottom. All of a sudden, though, this is an uptrend. That's a downtrend. You want to have this whenever you see this. This is another model that I've played out. This is where I go hard on altcoins. Like if I find an altcoin and I see that it's pumped up huge on the 3-day chart, it's come all the way back down to the 618 golden pocket. It has hidden bullish divergence and low stochastics. That is the perfect time to start to accumulate an altcoin. So I can teach you when to accumulate. I can teach you when the likelihood to sell is based off the moving averages. When the 21 and the 200 are far apart. When you have bearish divergence. When you start pulling away from the 21-day moving average. Price will pull away from the 21. That's when you know you should be taking some profits. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying you should be taking is financial advice. But what I'm telling you is every single time we gap away from these 21-day moving average. Look, you gapped away from the 21 right here. You went sideways to it. You gapped away, you came back. You pumped up beautifully. You came back. You pumped up beautifully. This is exactly how the 1 minute works. The 15 minute, this 5 minute. That's why when I'm scalping the 1 and you see me selling, I'm like, or I'll be on the 15 and I'll sell perfectly. How did he sell exactly where to go? Because I could see the distance between the moving averages. That's keeping me keen. So I'm buying when I'm tight. I'm selling when I'm far apart. I'm buying when I'm near the 200. I'm selling far away from the 200. Buying in the discount, selling in the premium. Buying in the discount, selling in the premium. Buying in the discount, selling in the premium. So this is telling me that we're definitely closer to discount on the 3-day chart because you're at golden pocket, hidden bullish divergence, oversold stochastic. This is something that I'm looking at, and we got the bounce so far with some major wickage. I like what I'm seeing here on this 3-day chart. Let's zoom in now and see where we're going. And so then I've got this broadening falling wedge for Bitcoin, all right? Up, down, and you can, this is what I'm looking for here. All right. Okay. So let's take a look. You got this, beautiful asymmetrical triangle, right? Tell you, I kind of want to line it up with these two and then give it the space on the daily. Sad thing is, we know that these mainly dump, right? These mainly dump to the downside. So we're going to get a nothing burger today and get a dump down to 77,000, make a new high and liquidate everybody. I mean, it's possible. They could be using this as a game. That's why I'm open-minded here. And again, whenever we have news, we get symmetrical triangles. Like whenever we get, we don't know what's going to happen, symmetrical triangle appears. It's always so interesting how the coincidental pattern appears during the time period of what you're looking at. Like right now, we're into decision, buy the rumor, sell the news. Look at overbought stochastics tell you're going to dump on the 12-hour time frame. The 8 hours kind of indecision. And so this is the pattern right here that we got going on. All right. And I did move the mixer closer, so it should be, thinking of you, Dave Angel, I kept thinking, how can I move the mixer? And so we got a mixer stand. I got it right next to the mouse here, so now I can just, I should be able to. Yeah. There we go. And do that without the reaching over, just a quicker effect. I've been thinking about you, Dave, this whole time. I gotta get that button closer. And I was able to figure it out. My wife actually did it for me. She bought the stand. Stinks though, like that China smell, and I don't mean that China smell, that sounds rude. What I mean is when something's made in China, it gets this toxic smell on it, right? And you ever buy something from Amazon, you open up the package and it's it's got one of those, it's almost gagging. You know what I mean? It can make you gag. That doesn't sound right either. Oh my gosh. You never know, man. So anyway, we got to take a look here at this symmetrical triangle that could go either way. It breaks out, we're going to 101,005. It breaks down, we're going back to 79,080K. I'd much rather a break to the upside than a break down. Let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame. The 4 hours oversold with the loop saying, hey, that's a higher low. Low, there's a low, a high, a higher low, lower high, but a higher low. You're tight inside the channel. And so I opened up a long with a stop loss on the other side of the 1 hour 200 MA. And let me show you what I did. Now, if we break above this 200 MA, we're gone. We are gone. This is kind of shoulder, head, right shoulder, even though it's not that easy to see. And so we broke above the 200 MA here on the 1 hour time frame, which is bullish to me. Whenever I break above the 1 hour 200 MA, I get excited. I start looking for some action here. So this tells me that we may be getting a bigger move to the upside here for Bitcoin out of this flag. So I got in here, stop loss below the 200 MA. If they stop me out, so be it. And at least I have a position in case some big news does come out and something happens, we rip to the upside. So I advise you, you don't have to trade at all. Don't feel forced to trade. But look, shoulder, head, almost a right shoulder that could break us out too. So I like what I'm seeing. I'm more bullish than bearish. Low, high, higher, low, big wickage to the upside, holding the 200 MA. And this looks like it could go further on out and boom all the way to about $102,161. So yeah, shout out to the 2,000 beautiful souls in the live, 331 likes. Thank you so much for being here. And, you know, I just want to say thank you for all the support and all the love of every single person that shows up every single day. The will to push yourself is the will to win. But you guys help me show up every single day and push myself because you guys show up. Knowing that there's going to be 2,000 people waiting for you. Like I was saying yesterday, like weddings are big, 500 people. I have a wedding waiting for me, 2,037 people. Like I have a gigantic celebration today. Every time I show up, there's a lot of people there, man. And that's a blessing. To be able to talk to 2,000 people a day, that you know, through the internet. Are you kidding me? If you told me that was going to be my life years ago, I would have told you that is a blessing. So, dear Lord, thank you for everything you've given me. Thank you for all the likes you've sent my way. Thank you for all the viewership, everyone, the Google algorithm, someone who started Google, just the whole thing, all the opportunities that have presented throughout my life. I just want to say thank you for each and every one of them. And I cherish this moment in time, this present moment, because that's where you could build. When you have the present moment, when you're grateful for what the moment that you do have, you can build in that moment. And that's the key. So volatility this morning, we bounced at 91,127 only to come back cutthroat all the way back down to 89. Again, if we lose the 200 MA on the 1 hour time frame, then it's likely we're going to head back down to 80,850. We stay inside this pattern, good chance we can break on out. So I got my stop loss below the 200 MA on the 1 hour, and it's pretty, the closer you can get to that, the better off the odds are of the risk to reward ratio. And again, you can figure that out on your own over time, but that's why I buy closer to the 200 MA. Bang. And look at that shoulder, head, right shoulder yesterday. That got you the drop right before it happened. Unbelievable. It telegraphed the move. This was a shoulder, a head, or right shoulder. We pumped to the upside, telegraphed the move again. We found the flags. This has been, you know, pretty fun trading recently, to be honest. What is this? Oh, that's the fib levels. All right, yeah. About to be like, well, those white lines. So yeah, there's not much more I can tell you for BTC. You're waiting on this cone to get tighter and tighter, and a big move is coming for Bitcoin. Like, it's only a matter of time now. 24 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, something is happening. When he comes out, there's going to be some news. Boom. I don't know how they're going to do it. They could have a unique way to get the Bitcoin reserve done. There could be some more unique knowledge. We don't know. We have to wait for the big boys to tell us what they're going to do to our lives, right? It is what it is. So that's what we're watching for Bitcoin. That's got, we got you kind of spot on here, and I told you my live trade, and I'll show you my live trade again in case you want to see it. I'm there now with a stop right there. You can see my stop is at 85,226, right? And my take profit's high. Let's see if we can take this puppy back to 110,000. That is the measured move. It would take us some time, but we could get back to 110,000. That is just the algorithmic measured move, this blue line that I took the length of the pole previously to the upside. That can get to $110,000, $185.70 for BTC. All right. So that's what I'm looking at for Bitcoin. 2,088 people on the stream. Let's get those likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Dear Lord, thank you for the 412 beautiful souls that sent that like button. That will send so much your way. Good karma your way, baby. Thank you so much. Remember, when you're in a good mood, when you're spreading light and positivity, you help others do the same. When you push yourself, you help others do the same. When you show up every single day with discipline and focus, you help others do the same. You free others from their own fear of what they can and cannot do. Very, very important. Let's take a look at the market today and see what's happening in coin market cap. GROKCOIN had a bit of a pump out of nowhere. That's something got people's, their attention really quick. I looked at Move last night. It is up 2.8% as a coin. We are looking at up 7% in 24 hours. We'll take a look at that as actually a top mover. And it's the only coin I talked about last night. Remember on their weekly screen share? Pretty interesting, right? How we were able to fine tune that. Injective at 12, Bonk. Not a lot of love here. And these altcoins, Solana holding 146, thank goodness, and Chainlink holding 17. So not bad, but not amazing, right? Where's Jupe at? We know when Jupe's below $1, we're in trouble. It's at 59. I mean, we're in double trouble, right? So Jupe gets back above $1 is when the market's okay. And then ONDO barely holding $1 again. ONDO. So again, the only thing I DCA'd into recently was SWI and ONDO. And even then, I'm saying everyone be careful, right? This market has to show us some signs of relief first. Right now, it's the Bitcoin show. If you've been in my trading group, we're trading Bitcoin exclusively, literally the last 2-3 weeks. I'm exclusively trading Bitcoin like I have been on my channel every single day, right? So, but yeah, I think there's opportunity out here still, but you got to be very careful at the present moment. Some of these prices, I think you'll have chances to get back in at another time. Look at broccoli coming back on Wrap BNB. But that's about it, Fear and Greed at 30. I believe this, Fear and Greed at 34 right now. I always kind of refresh to make sure I'm getting the right information. And when this went into a 10, I had to buy. I've taught myself to buy 10 every single time. You've got to buy 10. You've got to buy it. You don't have it. For me, again, I'm not a financial advisor, but there's really no choice. We talked about Xteria. It is up 22% in the last week. One of the only coins, really, and I kept kind of talking about it. Redstone, a newer coin, up 65%, a very small market cap, too. We may want to take a look at what Redstone is. I think I looked at it just a few weeks ago. Now I'm remembering it now. ONDO up a little bit. Bitcoin, the main mover. And Move, again, up 19% in a week. And XRP up 18% in a week. Grass, also another coin that looks ready for another move coming. Starting to consolidate, and I can see a bigger move to the upside. Barachain also consolidating. Hasn't lost the $6 level. And then again, Bitcoin, the king right now, up 8% in a week. So Bitcoin really is stealing the show right now. Yeah, I remember, it's up 8% of the week. IP kind of lost that buzz it had. All right. Redstone has my radar. What the heck is Redstone? Let's take a look at it. It's a modular Oracle platform designed to provide decentralized applications with fast, accurate, and cost-efficient data feeds. So it's kind of like Chainlink. It's kind of like GRT. All right. It's in that, this method enhances efficiency and significantly reduces cost for dApps. Storing cryptographically signed data off-chain, delivering it to smart contracts only when needed. Interesting. Redstone. Another Oracle. Red. Doesn't look amazing, but we'll see. Sounds like, I don't know if you know what I'm saying, but. So the song, yeah, I don't know, yeah. So the DXY, let's break down what happened here. Well, we were going over the DXY for the last few weeks, and I kept telling you how I was looking at real estate, and I was like, well, maybe if the DXY dumps, we can get some prices here. I saw shoulder, head, right shoulder around here. I started making the deal, and I was looking for the dollar to collapse. And so far, the dollar has taken such a massive dump, it's been ridiculous. However, you'd think when we got this dump for the dollar, we'd get the pump for Bitcoin. So interesting. We wait, and as inversely correlated as they are, but the thing is here, the daily close below the daily 200 MA. That is the beginning of Bear City. The last time the dollar did that, big move down, and a massive move down. So like 3 for 3 really every time. And here too, one of the biggest moves ever in its career right there. So the dollar looks like it's going to head pretty low and take a beat down. We're going to give you a macro analysis later on my video that I put out after the stream. But this is something you definitely want to pay attention to. This is something we keep going over. We talked about this right shoulder right here happening, kind of even this shoulder, head, right shoulder. The rejection of the 200 MA there on the 8-hour time frame. This kind of had a shoulder, head, right shoulder, and then just a plummet to the downside. Now inside that bear flag that wants to continue. I see almost a head and shoulder here too that could play back out. A little bit of bullish divvy starting to form finally for Bitcoin. It's saying, hey, for the DXY, it's saying, hey, enough is enough. But look, you just made a key support and resistance level. Bounce, resistance. To me, it's starting to resemble a bit of a head and shoulder pattern that could continue to dump. And we'll get rid of this flag that already broke down. And again, you're in like this falling wedge flag. Maybe you break out one more time and you've kind of slightly bottomed here. It is strange. I would have liked way more pumpage for Bitcoin. The dollar just collapsed. Like it literally collapsed. Like it was just 107 and it collapsed down to 103. Good for risk on assets in general. Good for real estate in general. Anything price of the dollar should be going up in value. Now, this looks like we may get a little bit of a pump here, though. The pump may let's see if the pump's only as strong as support or resistance. We want to get that to roll over. You get above this, then you're looking for the retest, and then you could say shoulder, possibly head, maybe a right shoulder. Are you breaking back out to the 200 MA to find if price can get to 105.50 cents? All right, so that's kind of what we're looking at here for BTC to see what could be happening for Bitcoin. All right, because if the dollar index comes up a little bit, it might kind of keep Bitcoin from pumping at the present moment. If we get some good news, you know, they're going to start making the reserve. Well, where's the dollar going to go? They're going to sell the dollar for the reserves, and other people will buy more Bitcoin. It could be a massive dump in the DXY, right? It does say the dump has kind of slowed down a little bit, and we're looking for some type of bounce back up today, just even if it's small. So that's one thing that kind of also has me weird for the long on BTC. It says that we may actually get a, you know, because if that ends up pumping, this is going to drop pretty nicely. So I'm not overly bullish, everybody. I'm open-minded. This is a symmetrical triangle. It could go either way. So it's really a 50-50 type of day with uneasiness with news. So it's one of those days where it's almost better off to either trade small, understand your hedging, like have a long and a short open and know exactly which one's going to go which way and why, or not trade at all. Like, you know, I don't have my main edge. My main edge is definitely not here today because of the up and down with price action and news. So definitely tells you to take a break. Don't go too hard. And again, a lot of people aren't unable to do that. You know, just stepping away from the market and not trading is something that's why there's so many liquidations. If a lot of people were able to stop trading the market, there wouldn't be so many liquidations. See what I'm saying? So, yeah. Frankie, I said money low is coming out. Government talking about crypto is bearish. Sorry. Market makers doing their job. It's not manipulation. You're funny. Too bad our stock market is falling apart. I mean, that's what people say. I mean, with the DXY dumping, though, you think the NASDAQ would bottom here. To me, there's a lot of fear in the market. Yeah, the NASDAQ did just lose the 200 MA. I'm tempted to call this bottom on the NASDAQ because, like, every time I see this massive fear, but I am saying, hey, anything is possible. You did lose the 200 MA here, you know, and you have to kind of, man, every time they got us close to this 200 MA, they gave us a bounce. This could be just that last scare tactic on a wick. However, it looks pretty sketchy right now on the NASDAQ. There was a time, though, when Bitcoin was struggling and the NASDAQ was pumping. You guys got the boom. I mean, we talked about this for many times here, right? This cup and handle, I called that handle. We called the reversal there, too. Money printing is coming, man. They got to cut that rate, right? It just makes you think, how does this not reverse at one point? So it looks very, very sketchy, though. Let's take a look. When you lose the daily 200 MA, usually go to the 200 MA on the 2-day chart. So the NASDAQ starting to say that it actually may have to take a beat down to the ground here. And it did lose some key support. Had to hold out that head and shoulder there back to the upside. I'm buying all of your fear. All you people talking about these dumps, you should be buying when it goes back up significantly. You're going to wish you were here. Amen? Amen. I bought boatloads of Bitcoin when the fear and greed index went to 10. To me, I already did what I had to do. And I bought a few other coins. For me, I'm kind of done. Like, I've opened up the purse when I was supposed to. Now I sit and wait. Trading isn't, everyone thinks it's buying all the time, but literally, if you look at it, there's key levels to get into, right? So that does look like you're going to drop down to the 200 MA, but there's a chance, there's a chance you hold the support here. There is a chance. Previous resistance is support. Can you get the bounce on the NASDAQ? It'll be an epic call if we get the bounce here, or we're going to go further down. When I do lose the daily 200 MA, it says you're going to the 2-day 200 MA. So it's likely you're going to head further down, somewhere to about 18,570 for Bitcoin, right? Exactly. I know, right? Only into the down. You're so funny. So NASDAQ looking a little sketchy here. S&P too as well. Got to get that bounce, man. Got to get that bounce for the bottom, man. Looks like they're going to do some... Yikes. So what we're seeing now is possible recession, right? Dang, man. They lost the daily 200 MA. You can't do that. Very rare that you're not going to bounce. See, Bitcoin bounced off its daily 200 MA. Bitcoin got lucky. Let me show you whatever you want to say. But Bitcoin was able to hoard off the bears here. And I was looking for the S&P to do the same thing. Not the case, right? You're not getting the same reserve idea. The S&P is not Bitcoin. So again, when you lose the daily 200 MA, you have to start looking that you're going to go down to the 2-day 200 MA. And look, that's previous support as resistance. I mean, you're right at previous resistance now on support again. Weekly 2-day support tends to hold pretty nicely. Is that weekly support too as well? It really is. Weekly support is strong. Like, you would suggest somewhat of a bounce off weekly support. Here you came to weekly support. You did get a bounce. So you're right at the 50. Right at that. Wow. And you can see the bearish divergence. Like anyone, someone just said TA doesn't work on the macro. What are you talking about? That's macro bearish div, and you pointed to the downside. There's still a chance they're going to make this inverted head and shoulder and bounce this price back up and say you were scared. No, you were scared. You know, I like to buy the fear here. That's a lot of fear right there. When you have the dollar collapsing, it doesn't make much sense to me, right? Yeah. I don't have any money in the stock market, so it doesn't matter to me except for Mara, right? It's the only coin I hold, so the only stock I hold. So it doesn't really matter to me what happens to the stock market. I do like when the stock market pumps because I believe when people make money in the market, they're more apt to throw money into cryptocurrency because it's like the next thing. So I've seen that many, many times as well. Is it like skydiving and waiting to the very last second to pull? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We don't need allies. We are the boss. Amen. Sammy, did you like my kitchen setup? Your kitchen setup was amazing. And shout out to everyone that hooked me up and was nice about my kitchen setup. You know, I try to get our minds off of everything sometimes. You know what I mean? And honestly, I'm a middle-class kid, everybody. I've been barbecuing in the backyard with charcoal my whole life. I never had access to make a beautiful kitchen like this. Like, this is humbling to me. This is a blessing. And so, like, we went to make it, and then he's like, you got to buy the hood. So I got the hood, right? And then you have to get the sink installed. We got the sink installed. Then we got to get the gas. The gas was going to be $8,000 to run another propane. So we just have propane down there. I couldn't get the hard line, which I really would like, but it is what it is. It was going to cost like $6,000 for a hard line. $6,000. And I was just like, at that point, you know, this outdoor kitchen itself already cost $10,700. You know what I mean? Then the labor to install this. And then the guys, he said, there's going to be a black here. You're going to want some nice tile. I ran right to Floor & Decor, and I picked out this beautiful tile on my own. And everyone said it was a really nice look. And so there we are, man. The outdoor kitchen. Thank you to anyone that responded. I know it has nothing to do with the charts, but hey, man, I never got to do anything like this in my life, right? And I told you, remember when I sold Deep Book Protocol, and I said, there's my outdoor kitchen, right? And so range hood, $1,200 from Home Depot, had it delivered. And then I even bought the crown molding kit right there for an extra $150. It will give you a little crown molding. Just look at it a little extra nice than just the straight shot going in there. And so, yeah, man, shout out to everyone. A lot of people commented on the kitchen. You people are awesome. Like 7,053 comments. It was one of the bigger posts. Bang. Bitcoin is going nowhere. Yeah. And again, I never, ever had access to anything like that in my whole life. I always saw everyone else's nice kitchen and was like, oh, that would be nice, you know. But I'm 42 years old now. I got 3 kids. Things are coming to fruition, right? I'll be 60 soon, man. It will happen faster than you realize. So Bitcoin taking a massive dump to the downside. Let's take a look. Are we losing the 15-minute 200 MA? You know, if a 200, yeah, look, we lost the 15-minute 200 MA, which is a bearish sign. However, we are, you know, hanging on this trend line. There's a chance that we could hold it pretty nicely, considering we had that flag break back to the upside. Crazy. This is the diamond we found last night. So funny how we're able to find this. But like, remember, I found the diamond last night, and the diamond broke back to the upside. We went over this on the weekly screen share, and then I even saw this flag, this cup and handle. Let me show you, because I'm called Sammy Cup and Handy for a reason. I'm able to find the cup and handle when most people are just sitting there like staring at the space. They don't know what's going on. I'm like, can't you see the cup and handle right there? That's going to explode to the upside, the measured move wick to wick, and that would take you bang, 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 right? That was a beautiful trade last night. I took a piece of it. I said I wasn't going to do it, remember? And then you guys saw my BITUNIX, $200 in under 10 minutes, and I was out. Okay, I had oysters on Wednesday. Now I'm not out. Liquidity is its finest. Interesting. Sam, you need brick oven for homemade pizza party. Well, I don't have a brick oven, but what I do have is they gave you this pizza oven that comes with the grill, and it gets put in on top of the grill. I don't know how it works, but it does come with a pizza oven. I've got it. So my neighbor was buying a new grill. They asked him how often he cooked out. He says at least as much as Dave Angel. You're funny, right? Dave, man. So you're big out there. I mean, if you have nice weather, I'm in Florida. It's beautiful. We could basically cook almost every night. Like, we get rain, once a month or something. It is a beautiful, beautiful day today. All right. And, the pinned comment up there, if you want to jump on into CryptoLifer.com, go to CryptoLifer.com and head to the trading group. It's what I'm here for every single day. As you can see, and BITUNIX. If you want to jump into BITUNIX, we are running a BITUNIX campaign. However, we do have links to MEXC and Weeks below. Weeks has the least amount of fees of any exchange and gets access to the best altcoins. So I got to say, the number one exchange on my list has to be Weeks, has to be MEXC. Sorry, MEXC. Weeks is second, and then BITUNIX. I just started using BITUNIX because I wanted to try it out. I found it's pretty cool. The servers are quick. I like the reaction time, and I actually like the way you can move that stop loss, man. The way the stop loss sits there, and then you can almost trade the 1 second doing that. All right. BITUNIX. That's funny, right? I did this morning, baby. Can't wait to start looking through it. Amen. MEXC is first. Yeah, MEXC. So I think I misspoke there, which is crazy, right? MEXC. I called MEXC Weeks accidentally, so correct myself. Weeks is like, yes. But they're both great exchanges. They're both run by great people, you know. And we're going to Token 2049. Dubai, it's going to be a big deal too. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Friday shorts, the best, man. I agree with you. Friday tends to be lack of liquidity, and the shorts tend to push the price action around a little more than they can on the other days, right? Look, the 5 minutes about to lose the 200 MA, which is a dump. So let's take a look here at BITUNIX and see what's happening on the 5 minute time frame. So the 5 minute losing the 200 MA is a bearish sign. Many times that could create a nice little short squeeze to the downside. Right when I see that, I just boom. You put a stop there and you kind of take a look. What's happening? You can say, well, this is a bigger bear flag that broke down and now it wants to dump on you. The measured move, and it says it could go all the way down there, so now you can grab that. That's really a 25 to 1 too, which is crazy. 25 to 1 on the trade. Oh no, wait, hold on. That's not right. A 4 to 1 on the trade right there. But that tells you that, you know, likely going to get a dump further to the downside. It kind of resembles too, look, a little shoulder ahead. And yeah, I wouldn't take the short right now. I wouldn't be shorting the market with all the crypto stuff going on. I'd just be inside the big flag that I showed you and going from there. So I'm just kind of, you know, I'm speculating and looking at what's happening. But me personally, I would stay in the long. I would not short the market. I didn't just say that because it turned green. You know me, I'm not going to be shorting on a crypto day. Like, they're going to have crypto news today. You're going to short the market. Summits and conferences normally signal tops. Sam, I missed the screenshot last night because I got taken out of the group improperly. I paid my monthly and sent the receipt. Have emailed Crypto Livers. Please help. So sorry, Ian. I'm so sorry. Just email Crypto Livers. My wife will be on it and she will get you back in as soon as possible. Don't worry, you lost one tiny little move. There's so much more coming, but I get it. I provide a lot of value. I don't want to see you miss any of that value, so I greatly apologize. I greatly apologize. Can Bitcoin break the 200 MA and continue further to the upside, get to 91,200 again? I firmly believe it's just doing its chop. It's doing its thing, and it's smart just to sit tight here. Look at all the trades I've made in a week, man, on BITUNIX already. That's how busy I get. Look how busy I get down. A lot of buys at the bottom, sells at the top. Last night, I bought right there. I sold right there. Scalpelinos. So we're watching this triangle, and we want to see it break out. Like, this is really what it comes down to. But it could go either way. And I got that TA already done. I just like to do the TA in front of you so you can kind of understand. Like, it gets made right there. So we're watching this right now. And again, we don't need the diamond anymore. I showed you how we used it. And we don't really need the scribbles. But that's what we're watching for BTC. And you can kind of see my whole mentality. You can see my process. Why I'm thinking what I'm thinking. How I'm looking at it. And all that fun stuff. All right. So, moving forward with the day, I would be happy if it makes an all-time high by this week. Yeah. Thank you, Life, for everything you do. And every day you give us the alpha. It is us being reckless and studying, right? It is in us being right. And so, amen. Trying to join the Discord. It says I need to verify my account in order to join. How do I do that? I made a password with the email already. I'm not sure. I've never heard that. That's usually not the case. Usually it's pretty simple. You just click on it and you go, I don't think you have to verify. I don't know, though. I've never actually had to join my own. So, someone said MEXC lags often. I just disagree. I trade MEXC all day. It doesn't lag often for me. So I don't know where you are in the world, but yeah, MEXC does not lag often for me. It almost like I can scouts on or like on my own on my life. It doesn't. Yeah. Oh, man. Lags in the UK, bro. It's my B-Day this weekend. Thank you for everything, man. God bless you, brother. Have a great B-Day weekend, man. You deserve it. You enjoy it, man. God gave you a beautiful life. Sam Oxoda, next month I have enough money to join the 99. I'm here for the education and the 99 for the execution. Hey, God bless you, Daniel Dash. And you know, it's going to mean a lot to you when you make, I like that I have a high price to get into the group because someone has to work really hard to get into the group alone. It's a rewarding, just to make it into the group is rewarding. Bang, there's levels to this life. Awesome. All right. Okay, so BB just, she can see anyway. So anyway, we're watching this beautiful symmetrical triangle, and then one thing I want to look at is others, right? We want to look at others.d. Why? Because we want to see where the market is flowing, and this is Bitcoin's, this is altcoins excluding the top 10. And you can see people are hungry for these smaller altcoins, and that's a bull flag that wants to break out, which to me is bullish. So it means, okay, there's going to be some talk of maybe a strategic reserve for some type of altcoin or something, and that could create a follow through. But this says that there's going to be a pump in some of these altcoins to the upside, or at least alt dominance is going to shift further to the upside too as well, right? Amen. I'll be in by Monday. God bless you, man. I'll keep this short and sweet. I've gone from making excuses to now doing 100 push-ups a day and being at peace with life. I will be successful. Thank you, Sam. Life brought me to you. God bless you, my friend. You got to be happy with the present moment that you're in. You got to be grateful for what you do have to gain more. All right? That's just how it works. And over time, some way, somehow, you gain this beauty, you find the beauty of life, and you get what you deserve, man. And man, if you raise your standards, the world will pay you. You dress nicer, you probably get a higher paying job. I know it sounds crazy. These things matter. People look at you when you step into the office. People do judge you. There's a silent judgment going on all the time. If you outdress everybody else, what can they say? They can snicker, they can laugh. You know, my good friend that I hung out with a lot in Boston, he said, and his mother always said, you can never be overdressed. You can always be underdressed, but you can never be overdressed. You're never going to walk in somewhere looking dapper and someone's going to be like, you'll be like, wow, you can't, you know. I love to dress nice. Dressing nice is part of the plan, baby. And I love Jim Rohn. He said, look at your wardrobe. Does it show the standards in which you live? Yeah, you wear ripped jeans and dirty clothes, and you have a beautiful, elaborate wardrobe that's beautiful. And again, it's not about material clothes. It's about what you think about yourself. How do you view yourself? Do you view yourself as a boss, ready to help and lead? Or do you view yourself as a victim, sad, unable to do it, right? Yeah. Sam's the type of man to put a blanket over the laptop when it's in sleep mode. How do you know all this about me? How do you know everything about me? It's crazy, man. I'm the type of I'm the type of guy that brushes my toothbrush with another brush before I brush my teeth. I'm type A, man. Like, come on, I'm type A. Like, Sam's the type of guy to put his socks on with both his legs in the air. Found you last week while at work. I've never felt better since I started watching. This is my new job. Thank you. Just go to the beach in a 3-piece suit. I'll see ya. And you'll see you're funny, man. I wear dirty Carhartts always. Construction worker at heart. God bless you, Boss Crouton. Hey, honestly, I know guys that wear dirty clothes and they're richer than me, right? So it's about what you do for a living and where you go, right? And it's about how you feel. I like dressing nice. Yeah, it is what it is. That's the most junk I've heard what a person wears. It has nothing to do with anything. God will agree with that. 100%, Curtis. We're not saying that. It's your standards of living, man. That's all it is. I'm just telling you what my mentor said, man. Don't attack the messenger, bro. I liked what he said. I liked it. See, I heard it and I liked it. You heard it, you don't like it. I heard it and I was like, yeah. So, see, a mentor said to me, how you dress matters. And I heard that. And to me, I said, yeah, I believe that. Now you say no. Again, we both have the right to our own opinion, right? So, 100%. Yeah. Hey, Lois, I think I'll grow a beard. Union electrician by trade. Shout out to Boss, man. Shout out to all the union electricians. Shout out to all the union workers out there. My dad was union. My mom was union. God bless each and every one of you. Yeah, you can't pee in the shower. You pee in the shower? No. You can't do that. You can't be peeing in the shower. Sam, I watch your stream every day since May 2024. It's 4 p.m. here. When you start, I hope I learn more in the 99. You will learn a lot, and you're going to be around an energy force. Yeah. Sam built the hospital he was born in. These guys are crazy, man. How did you know? I only pee in the shower, somebody says. How? That's disgusting. What's wrong with you? I'm just. God bless everybody here on the live, man. You guys are awesome. We got ladies here too. All right. Sam, I joined your 99 and I love it. Shout out to Mark Ponce. Thank you. See, he joined and he loves it, man. What kind of weirdo doesn't pee in the shower? Shout out to I will tell you, for years I wouldn't pee in the shower. I thought it was strange. I really did. You know what I mean? Thought it was a real weird move, honestly. So I couldn't do it. I've done it, but I try not to do it. I always think that maybe the urine will leave some type of like resin and my bathroom tiles won't look as nice. You know what I mean? So I try to pee before I go in. It happens. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Is anyone here never peed in the shower? Is anyone here in their entire life never peed in the shower? I pee in the toilet cistern to keep it guessing. Anyway, I mean, I bet there's someone out here. I pee outside more. When I live in an outdoor area, I'm always peeing outside when I can because you got to save the water, man. Pee in the shower, save water. Okay. Never. Look at Bob. Never pees in the shower. Web surfer never pees in the shower. Take a poll. How many people pee in the shower? I pee out the window in the shower. Sam's the type of dude to hand out apples on Halloween of 100%. 100%. I pee from the shower into the toilet. That's insanity. You have a setup like that, right? This guy pees in the wind. Why are we talking about you're in luck? Let's get out of here. Let's take a look at Move and what happened to Move last night and see if it's going to hold any correlation or get a pump here and see where we're going. Honestly, one of our best. Wow, so Move took a pump. So we had it here. They took a stop loss hunt, came back up. I feel like we looked at it after the stop loss hunt because that was, you know what I mean? We did look at it last night, remember? And I said maybe it's going to make a flag and pump. Again, the entry for Move with the stop loss here did give you some gains, and it almost hit the target at 54 cents. And we were looking at it somewhere at 47. So Move did make a move. And you can see now it's kind of in this upward trending flag here that may even flatten out. I'd like to see it flatten out here and then continue to pump. I have seen this exact pattern before play out over time. It's giving me deja vu. I know it's weird, but I've seen this pattern. It has this crazy, big V-shaped recovery on there inside of the ascending triangle, almost like a retest too. Something about Move. It's got a little more buzz than the rest of the market for sure. Look at it, ONDO on the 3-day, falling wedge of the 786, bouncing off the supported bullets, looking like it can moon. Yeah, V James, go look at my ONDO video that I just put out. Everybody, I'm putting out content because, number one, we got to get to 100,000 subscribers, right? So we're putting out more and more content to get this channel going, baby. We're at 92,000 subscribers today, everybody. 92,000 subscribers on our way to 100,000 subs and counting. And it's going to be a big deal. So I'm super excited, but it takes all of you. I can't do it, right? I can't, right? So bang. Do you wash your belly button today? 100%. Love from RSA. God bless you, Kieran. Can you check QUAI? Char would be nice. I would like your thoughts on the tech idea. Just one glance. We like that coin. We went over it a while back. Quantify AI, if I remember correctly. Yeah. In theory, you had an open cut and urinated in the shower. The bacteria could enter the cut and cause an infection. 100%. 100%. I pee in the bath. That's disgusting. You are gross. I know you don't do that. That's horrible. Oh my gosh. Imagine peeing in the bath and then sitting in it. That's just absolutely gross. Okay, so anyway, MoveCoin looks like it did a retest, and this thing may actually break out. See how it almost SR flipped this key area. Resistance flipped back above it. Move actually may continue to pump here. I know it's odd here, but maybe Move gets a little move out this little mini flag here to the upside. If any coin can move, it looks like Move might do it. I'm not going to trade it. I think there's, it's a little sketchy of a market right now. I want to wait for way better. How do we add? My 3-year-old tries to do that, save water, and oh my gosh, acidity is good for the skin. Ayurveda is pure centric. All humans have a ratio of human being, they're fine, acceptable. We won't be in the math, but we be in the ocean. Funny. I mean, the ocean's different, Jamie. It's not like it's not a condensed small area. Like, it's completely different. Anyway, yeah. So again, altcoins. I would be jumping into altcoins today for sure. You know, you're seeing a little bit of movement, but nothing crazy. You know, a couple 20% here on MEXC. ARKM has been pretty interesting. I'll give it to you. ARKM bounced up with the Bitcoin move. Everything kind of saying, hey, what is it going to do? So the whole market wants to partake in this insane. Now, ARKM's been moving. Why? Because you have on-chain data. You got a lot going on. You got real-world assets, Larry Fink, and people want to see what's going down. And ARKM gives you that insight. ARKM gives you this good on-chain analysis. ARKM, baby, ARKM. So ARKM has a great use case, which people are using a lot, which comes into play, and which gives ARKM a bit of a move. I hold this coin. It's in my portfolio. I will disclose that information. I hold a lot of ARKM. I like this puppy. If it gets above, look, the tight moving averages are a good sign. If it gets above the 200 MA, this thing can pump. If Bitcoin pumps today, ARKM can pump. ARKM on my radar. A little overbought on the stochastics RSI, but it is on my radar. I would be watching ARKM. If anything pumps in the next few days, ARKM looks like it may be the one. I just like correlation, tight moving averages, tight price action, and everything getting nice, neat, and complete. And bang, right there. ARKM, great token. When I used to work on Disney property and we do the remodeling, the labor P new bath. Yeah. Fun fact, Colosity bag is like the stop loss for you. Oh my God. I have no idea what I'm reading anymore in here. Anyway, let's take a look at the next coin. And if you guys have anything to talk about, let me take a look at your super chats and see what's coming in today. Everyone's kind of like a deer in headlights waiting on the next big mover. When the market moves, I will find the next coins that are hot. I'll be able to see the swing trades that are available, and we will take this market by storm. In the meantime, we will short or long Bitcoin, find bottoms, catch tops locally, and continue to pump. So, yeah. Bang, bang, bang. What a beautiful day. So, yeah, ARKM. Looking interesting, kind of head and shoulder with that big wick to the upside. And when you get bought into that like that, that shows some buy pressure. That does show some bouncing. That could help us out later on, right? Let's take a look at BOOKMAP and see what's happening to BOOKMAP. Link in the description of BOOKMAP. I do not get sponsored by BOOKMAP, but I do get a commission if you hit the link. So here's the deal. Right now, the channel has no sponsors. The channel is sponsor free, as you can see. I'm the only one that sponsors my channel. Me. All right? So look, there's a bunch of liquidity further to the downside, suggesting we may still go lower. But these are people that have longed, believing that the crypto conference will be bullish and we're going to get a move to the upside, and they all have liquidations here. What if it's a nothing burger? We don't get what we want. People get pissed. Something comes out. I don't know what's going to happen, but you know, this is saying that we're going to go lower than higher, that all the liquidity is waiting for us to go back down to $70,000. However, I've seen that happen before, and we haven't gone to the liquidity. But it's not 100%. This is not 100%. Well, even here, look, that's your closest level there at 83,000. So it suggests that we're going lower. If you just, you know, I'm not saying this is 100%. We look at this every day and we take what it says. Then I take what I say. Then we put it all together and we come up with our own idea. So if I come out and say this is going lower, it doesn't mean that's what I believe. That's what this believes. We go from there. All right. So when we look at this really closely, it does suggest that we go lower. There's not as much stop losses to hunt above us. There more so the liquidity is below us. What is this? These are people that have opened up trades with no stop loss, and they're hiding on the exchange. They think they're hiding, but right now I can see their liquidation levels. So they think they're safe because they don't have a stop loss, but I can see their liquidation levels, and we're likely going to get them at one point. So pay attention to this stuff, all right? See what the candlesticks are hiding. BOOKMAP is absolutely amazing. If you just go and look at kind of what BOOKMAP, I love when you go to their website. If you just go to BOOKMAP and you take a look and see a future stock and trading platform displays market liquidity, check what the candlesticks are hiding. You see candlesticks, I see market liquidity. We are not the same. Bang, bang. Let's take a look back at BTC and see what's happening to Bitcoin. as we cross into 11 on the morning. I got my Binance chart, right? Now, one thing, are you in for the long haul? Or are you just out if there's no bull market? Or are you ready to wait till 2028? That looks like you're making a shoulder, a head, a right shoulder. Perfect buy zone right there, in my humble opinion. I actually may go double down on my trade there. I'm just going to add a little more to the trade. I like that possible bounce. Again, I'm not going too hard. And this could get to 110, 185,000. I might sell at 106, 107, 105. Who knows? But chance we get to $110,000. All right. Now, can we, and again, stop loss is going to be somewhere below right there. This one is going to be at 85,518, right? And I'm just going to add another 100 for 5 on that. Heck, I'll take 70 for 5 on it. Hold on, I got to get it in. I'm like, okay, we got it. We got it. And I like how this makes 2 different trades for you, so you can watch both your trades together. Like, it doesn't combine them. It's really interesting. Weeks is doing that. The other exchanges aren't doing that yet. So, and you can have 2 of the same, so you can add and you can see, and it doesn't have to add to the, I really like it. You have to click on, to do that, let me show you to do that, what you got to do. You got to go up here and see isolated separate. You cannot switch it, but I have it on isolated separated. If you click on separated, you can have 2 isolated basically trades open at the exact same time. Pretty awesome. Like, you gotta love that. So it doesn't look amazing right now. Up and down price action. I showed you what I'm doing. Doesn't mean I know what's gonna happen. It means I just take a shot. More times I take a shot, the more times I win lately. So hey, when you see it. So if I'm going to win more than I lose, then I might as well take a shot. You see what I'm saying? And that's what the greatest thing about having a good P&L. It forces you to trade because you're like, well, last month I won more than I lost. So this month I should trade. Now, it doesn't mean overtrade. All right? Doesn't mean overtrade. But it means, hey, like if I'm getting good results, then why should I stop doing what I'm doing? That's when trading is really working out for you, when you're like excited to go to trade, because you're like every time, you're like, last week I made money. I can't wait to make money next week. And you're not waiting on the market to do anything. You're just taking what the market gives you. True day trading, taking it for what it is. And again, the most I can lose, I think, is $300. The most I can lose is $300 on the risk. So you should know your exact risk. Most people they're not in control what they can lose. It's fascinating. Like the whole market goes up and down. There's so many things you can't control. Price action up and down. Well, the one thing you can't control is how much you can lose. That's something you can definitely control. All right? And people still don't control that. You know what I'm saying? They'll open up trades with not knowing the risk, or they'll add when they don't know where they're at. Or you got to know your risk every time. Control what you're willing to lose. Today, I could only lose this much. Boom. I made 10 grand this week. My trades on Friday could only lose me 500. At the end of the week, I'll be up 9,500, even if I lose all my trades today. You know what I mean? Like, do the math. So what happens to people that get greedy, they make 10 grand and they say, well, I could risk 10 grand now because I'm up. Now I'm going to go 10 and I'm going to try to make 100 racks now. And then they lose the 10 grand. And then they say, well, I didn't make any money this month. And they don't feel good and they can't write it down. A positive P&L could do so much for your mind. Remember that. A positive P&L could do so much for your mind. I know, it's very, very important. So remember, a positive P&L can do so much for your mind. Even one win, one green day can turn it all around. Because once you say you had 3 days of bad trading, and then one day you lost 300, you lost 400, and then one day you win 150. Fine, you didn't make it all back, but your mind can say, hey, you won 150 today. If you do that 4 more days, you did make your 500 back or your 450 back, right? So it gives you hope that you actually can get it back, but you need a win. So I always tell people, like, start small, scalp, and pay yourself. That's why I'm always telling you, pay yourself, pay yourself, pay yourself, pay yourself, pay yourself. You got to pay yourself. Get in the habit of paying yourself. Make sure that's a habit. Make good habits in trading. Work out in the morning. That's a great habit. You know what I'm saying? Wake up feeling good. Tell your wife you love her. That's a good habit. Wave at your neighbors. Say, hey, how you been? I have a habit of being nice to people. When I go outside and someone walks by me, I smile. I say, hey, how's it going? My habit is nice. My habit is a smile. My habit is a go-to. That's how my mother was. Thank God I had someone to emulate that was beautiful in my life. Maybe not everyone had a mother like I did. I get it. That's how I know I'm blessed. That's why when I lost my mom, I knew I was still grateful for her because I got one of the greatest moms on earth. She gave me the perspective to love others. I have a huge capacity to love the rest of the world. I don't harbor emotions. I don't get pissed. There's a lot of people that mom left them. They didn't have a mom. And you know what? When they think of moms, they get upset. When I think of my mother, I get very, very happy and full of light, love, and happiness. That's a blessing. And I know not everybody gets that. That's worth more than any dollar you could ever have in your life because, you know what I'm saying? I can translate that emotion to all the people I meet for the rest of my life. It's about the love, baby. How you treat people, how you behave on a general basis is how people will remember you. You don't want to be a crab. You want to be an enlightened person that makes other people feel good when you walk in the room. How do people feel when you walk in the room? Do they feel light, full of lightness? Do you add light to the room or do you suck the room of all its energy? There's two people. Do you bring energy to the room or do you take the energy out of the room? Are you a maker or a taker, baby? Every single day you can give. And there's people willing to hear what you got to say. Amen. And there's going to be people out here willing to love you too. You know, I always thought I'd start my channel and the whole world wanted to take me down and pull me apart, but that just wasn't true. There was so many people out there willing to send me a gift, willing to say, hey, one guy he has an alpaca farm. He's made me giant alpaca. He's made me a giant, oh my God. What happened there? My button got caught. I made a giant alpaca, a Bitcoin. Look at this. People send this to me. It was made. This is insane. I made alpaca fur. Like, this thing is awesome. Like, super nice. People send me gifts all the time. From all around the world. Like, it's insane. I'm telling you, you won't believe it. Like, you won't believe it. So I'm so blessed, man. And I thank all the lifers and everybody out here. You people are amazing. Like, amazing. Like, I wouldn't want to give gains to any other group of people, man. You are so appreciative. So nice. The testimonials I get throughout the week are unbelievable. The people that give back in a way that is way more than financial value, you know? You're the best out there, always sharing your knowledge and showing the results of that expertise. I hope the universe brings back to you the same energy you put out for those who are paying attention. 100%, man. And you can just read these testimonials, what people say, right? From Sanzin's fivefold teachings that unmatched energy and unwavering support of an incredible community. Every moment spent here has been both enlightening and empowering. He's not just a teacher, he's a true disciple of the Lord, spreading wisdom, positivity, and relentless dedication to help others succeed. His passion for the market is only rivaled by his passion for uplifting those around him. I'm grateful to be a part of something special, man. God bless you, man. These are what keep me going. You know, money's whatever. Money comes and goes. You can do stuff with money. You know, you can accomplish goals. You know, you can buy the West Wing of the hospital. Like, you could do a lot of cool stuff with money. Don't get me wrong. Bang, bang, bang. God bless everybody here on the live. So we're going to continue to see what happens here as we watch this tight symmetrical triangle for Bitcoin and we wait for the news. This is news waiting. Yeah, you can tell. We're waiting on news, man, and you can see it. And it's so funny. We're going to get real tight and then we're going to get what we want or we're not. And the market's going to react. And either you're going to short or long, or you're going to have, or you could be long right now. It all depends. Exactly. Yeah. You got to do what you got to do, man. I see it. I see what you're saying there. Yeah, I'm messing. Anyway, so this coin, GROKCOIN, pumped out of nowhere today. It went up to like a $30 million market cap. Got sold off pretty quick. Gave the impression that it may make a move out this flag. Started the flag, and then it got the sell-off. Started a rounded bottom. Could it bounce off of Fibonacci resistance? Or support, I mean. I'm all set. I'm not chasing memes. At least not for now. But hey, you know, there's a chance it does revisit and pump. It is GROKCOIN, I guess, you know. Bunch of garbage, man. Just running off a narrative. But why today? Because Grok's moving? I suggest GROKCOIN for a meme name. Playful, tied to an identity, and catchy for crypto. Meme coins often draw inspiration. Also, Grok himself did it. Did Grok post the meme himself? So did Grok came out and posted a meme. Interesting. Grok's amazing. You can have long conversations with Grok. I actually have an idea that I'm going to talk to my team about that I came up with last night. And I'd like, you know. You can get an outdoor kitchen. What does that mean? I sent an email a month ago, no response. I just don't believe that. My wife is on every single email. I firmly believe you sent it to the wrong email. I just, you know, but again, anything is possible. I'm open-minded. But send it again, cryptolifers@gmail. I don't know why you would wait a whole month to say you didn't get an email back, though. I'd be emailing the next day if I didn't get a response. I never saw the Dove rug yet. That was special. Your parents were special. Amen. Oh, you haven't seen the Dove rug. It's not, is it in this room? I don't believe it's in this room. No. And my kids have it in their kid room. Yeah. If my bigger daughter was here, I'd get it, but my small daughter can't carry that thing. Let's take a look at the super chats that are coming in our way and take a look at the fan funding. All right. Let's look at the fan funding today. Wow, we got a lot of people coming on, and we got Ivan Rogue Sen. You think is a good of accumulation? I don't know, man. I speculated into a lot of stuff like that, and to me, it's very speculative. So, again, Leia AI, all these coins seem to have bottomed out. Sentio Protocol had a good name. You know, they all kind of did this rounded bottom. There's a chance they come back from the depths of hell. You never know. It could happen. I wouldn't bet my bottom dollar on it, though. Looking at ONDO on the 3-day falling wedge. Yeah, I just did a video for ONDO. And yes, let's take a look at ONDO here, USDT. So look at ONDO. I mean, I like this accumulation zone for ONDO. Then, of course, today it starts to kind of get messy. And it's so interesting. And look, it's almost in a bear flag right now. ONDO looks like it's going to dump. So I saw accumulation for ONDO on the 3-day chart. It looked pretty good. But look at this. It just lost the 200 MA and it made a bear flag. Bitcoin just made one of these, though, and then ripped out the flag back to the upside. So I guess maybe they're going to, you know, use that exact pattern that they pulled on Bitcoin just a couple days ago. That was the Monday morning. Remember Monday morning? Bitcoin, I was about to short that flag, and then we ripped it. They ripped the 4-hour. I do like it on the 3-day chart. That's what you discussed. The 3-day chart is saying, hey, you're already at the bottom near the 786. Yeah, maybe you just go up and down for 9 or 10 days, and you kind of hang out in this range. Oversold, hidden bullish divergence, 786 Fibonacci. I mean, this is what I go to. This is a model of mine. I bought ONDO here just the other day because I feel like anything below $1 was a steal. All right. Anytime ONDO was below $1, I feel like it had to be taken. Can you check QUAI? I believe it's Quantify AI. And I actually liked this when it first came out. Haven't looked at it in maybe 2 months now. Oh, this is the QUAI network. Remember there was QUAI. Not sure which one this is, though. Is it QUAI network, 40 million, or is it... This one's got the nice logo. This one doesn't, but it has this one has the bigger market cap. So it's definitely not that. QUAI. QUAI. I don't know. Both of these look weird. Like they just dumped to the downside. I don't know what to say. I don't know. Let me see here if I can get a better version of this. QUAI Network, QUAI DAO, QUAIN. I mean, $66 million market cap. It's a scalable programmable proof of work blockchain designed to serve as a new global monetary system. It introduces energy-based flat coin QUAI, which functions as a decentralized money for the compute economy. Aligning its value with the cost of energy, it leverages a next-generation proof of work consensus mechanism called proof of entropy minia. Interesting. It's got its own new idea there. I guess. Might be worth researching. But the chart looks horrible. Yeah. I don't know what to say. I don't know why it has that gap there and it came back down. For some reason, I'm not all... I would like to stay away from it. Yeah. Did you wash your belly button? Shouldn't Kieran? And thank you so much for saying that. And we appreciate you. Blessing Sam. Love your outdoor kitchen and style. Could you please look at Luna C, please? Thank you. You know, I was really proud of it because I picked out everything. Like, I picked out the grill to match the gray floor, right? I picked out the tiles to match the back. And it just, you know... Let's take a look at Luna C and what's happening to Luna C. It's Luna C, get it? Luna C. It's pure lunatics. So, wow. We'll look at it on the daily first. So again, this coin had that crazy little run up. Seems like it Adam and Eve double bottomed here. See how that looks like an Adam and Eve double bottom there? Adam, and there's your Eve. Let me show you what an Adam and Eve looks like. You'll have this triangle followed by a semicircle here. And then this could possibly move further to the upside like such, right? Okay. And then go all the way up to about, I don't know, 0.0001026. 60% gain off the bottom. I wouldn't touch this thing with a 10-foot pole, but it is at the range where it likes to bounce from. And so it could be a nice little trade. I like to see things get back above support or resistance, retest, and then get a move. So that's what I'd be looking for, but you guys you take it how you like it, How is Solana looking, says Ricardo Arcia. Let's take a look at Sol. And still in that like giant broadening wedge. Not looking amazing, to be honest. A bit sketch for sure. And a bit of a diamond here too on the smaller time frames. Honestly, it looks like it's here we go. So let's take a look again. Solana's tough. It got this shoulder, head, right shoulder in a way. Had that huge spike to the upside. Let's take a look at the moving averages. Get rid of the moving averages. Let's take a look at it on the weekly time frame, right? All by itself. Double click. We don't need indicators. We just want to look at price action. So like beautiful consolidation followed by a beautiful pump, the 297. Then a bearish div and a collapse. And honestly, and then losing some key levels. You can see this is definitely the range area that it wants to hit, but it could bounce off this. If it loses this, you could definitely see an 89 Solana. Like it looks possible. And this looks, I don't know, it just doesn't look amazing, right? Let's be honest. I'm almost never seen a pattern like this the way it's formatted. 159 is a major resistance now. 160 for Solana, so you got to get back above that key level. And if you lose a key, the only thing I was able to say is it in this like broadening rising wedge, like a Jesse Moore, a Livermore cylinder, which will break further to the upside here off of the bottom of this trend line and bounce. And then you could say, are you in a falling wedge? The falling wedge, but it's out the wedge now. It's got to get back inside the wedge now, or you could extend it, but it's just pretty sketchy to me. And it looks bearish. That's a bearish engulfing candle on the weekly, right? The 3-day chart doesn't look amazing either. You'd have to say that this is the falling wedge that's attempting to break out. This has to break back up to the upside. And then you're at the 8-hour, and then you're kind of like, just like Bitcoin's in the symmetrical triangle, and these mainly dump to the downside. I would almost want to cut that off because that was like, it's such a hill. It doesn't really truly exist. Like it was a manipulated move. Wow, they pumped that thing to 180 out of nowhere and gave you the way to get out. That was the get out time. And another thing, look, it's a shoulder, a head. Isn't that a right shoulder? So like it's starting to resemble a head and shoulder pattern. Which says maybe they're not going to there's going to be no reserve for Solana. It's only going to be Bitcoin today, and everyone's going to dump altcoins. I'll be honest, this is telling me that Solana's going to dump, possibly to $91. And again, everyone's going to sell it now. I'm not going to panic sell my Solana. If it goes to 91, I'd buy more. I'll be in for the long haul. It does have a higher low, but I'm just showing you that looks like a head and shoulder pattern. It doesn't look amazing. I'd like to see something different come out of this, but it is what it is. Bitcoin took a huge dump already. All right. It took a nasty dump. So let's take a look at BTC. Bitcoin back to 87,400. Some nasty volatility for Bitcoin today. So look, Bitcoin took the dump right there. Lost the pattern too. So we need that bounce. Not looking amazing. So the market today looks bad. It just looks slumpy and dumpy. Losing key levels. Symmetrical triangles break down 90% of the time. This is telling us that Bitcoin's likely going to dump. Again, I wouldn't be surprised they'll toy around with price action. But look, we just dumped from 90,008 all the way back to 87,400. A $3,000 move very, very fast. And you'd have to say, there's the last chance of support is right there at about 86,760. You lose that level, it looks like you're going to go further to the downside. So I'm not a fan of what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin at all. at all. I got a long, but it's a very small long. I can handle the loss, you know. How many hours to the crypto summit? I bet it's at about 2 hours, they say. Ada, please. I emailed about sending Matt, no response. Thank you for the Matt. I just don't want to give my personal address out to anybody. So I appreciate you giving me that, but I love you. I love you all. But I don't. Someone could be a shill. And again, I would love the Matt. And you said you're going to send it from West Marine. If I can get a way to have it sent somewhere that's not my address, I'll send you. I just feel uncomfortable sending my personal address. Yeah. Ada, please. I emailed about the send. Thank you. But in Muppet Face, man, I love you. I connected to your email. I just want to let you know. I do feel like we're correlated. You know, we're kindred spirits. So look, Cardano had the beautiful move, and now it looks like everyone's starting to speculate like that the altcoins aren't going to get included. I'll tell you what. Yesterday, Charles Hoskinson said he was not invited to Summit tomorrow. So if he wasn't there, then obviously Cardano's not going to be involved. Maybe we're going to work towards this eventually, but right now it doesn't look like it's going to be the case. So you have to say, like, altcoins, I mean, Cardano's basically in this flag right now, and it looks like it may come back to the bottom of the flag. I got mixed signals across the board. You know, when I'm long, I see a beautiful flag, tight moving averages, and I'm all in, and I'm like, let's go. I'm not seeing that just yet. I'm not. You know, maybe this will have to do something like this, and maybe we'll end up correlating into a bigger flag. I don't know, but that's a little too speculative right now because you only have one leg on that trend line. $179 would be the target, or you come back down and maybe double bottom off 59 cents. But I still see some just basically chop price action right here. I don't see anything amazing. That's really calling my name or telling me it's going to be awesome. And Charles told you, man, he wasn't invited to the summit. I don't want to say anything. Maybe it was AI or something, but I'm pretty sure it was him. And he was like, no, I'm not. You know, none of my team was told we were going. So XYO, this coin has been struggling for a long time. All I got is this pump out of nowhere from 0.8 all the way to 4. Basically almost did a 10x, a 5x there. Now it's tight, bouncing off the 200 MA. It has a use case. People do like it. And you know, some previous support is resistance. It would be, if you really like this coin, it's telling you that's a great place to accumulate. I'm done with hodling altcoins and buying them on the lows. I'm going to wait for, this is my new thing. I'm stacking. So here's the deal. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. Sammy's stacking Tether right now. Now, everyone else would be like, buy the dip, buy the dip. So I could, instead of stacking 70 to 100 grand in Tether, I could keep buying 5 grand of altcoins, of 20 altcoins. And then if the market tanks even more, I'll be down even more. Right? Now, I've been doing that. It hasn't been playing out. So I'm changing my strategy. I bought enough on the lows that I'm happy with. So if this breaks out, retest the key level, I'm going to put in 50K and then that's it, you know, maybe not this coin, but you know, a coin, and I'm going to rip this leg up. So instead of hodling, I'm opening up bigger swing positions when the market's better. And I'm going to make the same amount of money with less stress, and I'll be in the market less. And I don't have to care about the coin or believe in it or hold it for a year or buy it every single 5 seconds there's a dip. You know what I'm saying? I'm all set. Altura, man, it went all the way to 15 cents. I was up big. Back on my old investment from back in the day, and then it went all the way back down. Lost the 200 MA and dumped again. Insane. I like this coin. I like the project, but honestly, I don't know if gaming's ever going to come back now. I mean, I used to have faith. Everything will come back. We're going to have the biggest altcoin season in history. And it is looking like we're going to get some type of maybe pump later on. But this doesn't look amazing. I got to give it to you right now. And you have the S&P pulling back. You have the dollar kind of looking stressed right now. The dollar looks like it's bouncing. And so when the dollar dumped, you didn't get a huge pump for Bitcoin. You should have. Like, Bitcoin should have pumped outrageously last night when this dollar jumped. You didn't get it. Now the dollar's going to pump and dump Bitcoin. So crazy. So I am seeing more. The charts are telling me there's more bearishness than bullishness, everybody. I got to tell you, when I open up small trades and I don't open up a big trade or I'm not superly bullish, that means I don't believe the market's going to rip too well. Right now, there's some bullish div here on the DXY that's telling us we're going to bounce right back to 104,238. Pretty stressful on that move, right? I think Casper's dead, man. Like, yeah, look at that thing. It's about to it's just gone. Like, it's kind of strange though. It's like how Like, who's left to sell now at this point? But look, this looks a lot like Solana. Shoulder, head, right shoulder. And these are descending triangles, right? And a descending triangle likes to break to the downside. I don't like to sell fear. I don't like to sell the bottom. So, you know, I wouldn't be doing that. But that looks like it could drop down to 4 cents and 0.6 of a cent. I mean, what's stopping it? Where's the support? Where's no support? Where's the, you know? So I don't see how Casper doesn't continue to dump. There's got to be a reason to hold it. I don't see a reason to hold it, to you. So we got a lot of people out here today based off, you know, we have big viewership for Friday. And it must be this crypto summit. A lot of people are clicking on the internet. They want to see what's going to happen to the crypto summit. All right. This looks like it go further down, man, to 4.6 and 0.6 of a cent for Casper. Good morning, Sam. Have a great day, brother. Much love. Shout out to Rudy007. We love you, man. Thank you. Hey, Sam, can we look at POWR Ledger? I remember this coin from back in the day when it first came out. It's actually one of my like DCAs. I really like POWR Ledger. It could basically take human energy, you know, or take any form of energy, put it in that coin, then you could send that energy around the world. The value that the energy was created inside the coin, right? And someone could sell that and purchase energy on the other side, and you can basically send yourself electrical energy through the coin in a way, right? That's the idea. I mean, beautiful cup and handle, lower than it's ever been. Like every single coin, you'd have to take a shot. I would never touch this coin at this point. It's like 4 years old. You know, it had a great thesis. At this point, I'd be all set. Maybe it rips to the upside. It's one of the greatest prices ever, and some news comes out. I could be wrong. For me, it's just not my cup of tea. All right. But thank you for the super chat, and I appreciate it. So we looked at Altura, ALU. We looked at Caspa from Ivan Roque, Mine Reinhardt, Shrewd Vale. We looked at Power. Solana from Ricardo Akia. We looked at Luna C from Margaret Ness. We washed our belly button by Kiernan. Philippe Milsavajevic. We looked at QAI. We have Ondo from V James. We have Sen from Ivan Roque. We have Muppet Face for Ada. We have Max Sonic. How many hours to the summit? And then we have C18497 with XYO. And I believe that's everybody here who get in. Margaret Ness with the super chat. Eber Garcia joined the exclusive lifers. God bless everybody, man. You people are awesome. Thank you so much. Let's get to 1,000 likes. We're so close. 220 likes and we are there. 219 likes and we are there, baby. We are there. Again, another thing I want to show you is how close we are, baby, to 100,000 subscribers, on our way to 100,000 subs and counting. But I can't do it alone, right? I can't subscribe to my channel a million times. I'm only one person. That's the beauty of YouTube. Like, it's the correlation of everybody together. But look, 92,180, baby. We just cracked 92. We're on our way to 93,000 subscribers and counting. And I know we can do it. And again, when you look at this and you look at the lifetime, it makes you realize how hard people work to get any bit of success in this world. Look how hard you got to work. Look, I had 19 subscribers. I had basically my first 6 months, no, over a year almost, from September of 2019, from the day I started, all the way till 2020 of 2019. A year of doing it, I got 164 people to pay attention after a year of my life. I see these other YouTubers, they already have 4,000, and it's like, because the market's different, it's like, man, you guys are luckier than I was, bro. But again, over time, so I need as many people to subscribe to this channel so we can get to 100,000 subscribers. I can't wait. That's my goal. That's my clarity. Once I hit it, there's going to be this like release of energy. I'm just going to be like, oh. Then I'm going to realize it doesn't change anything, and I just got to keep working and head to 250,000 subscribers. So it is what it is, but I will not take a day off till I reach my goal. Maybe then I'll think of maybe taking a day off, but I don't think so. I really don't think so. I really don't think so. Okay, so in the next 4 minutes, I would like to show you something that'll blow your mind. And we're going to take a look at BTC, USD, all right, which is the all-time history index. We are going to, and you can see right here, we even have a possible diamond that could break us back to the upside here. The diamond right here. So there's a diamond here. You broke out of the diamond, broke back inside. There's a diamond that could break us back out. So diamonds to the downside, diamonds to the upside. Very, very possible. I'm going to get rid of the moving averages. Actually, I'm going to go to I'm going to go to Pi cycle here. What we're going to do is we're going to tap, I believe, Alt L, which is going to put us in logarithmic view. Yeah, that's non-logarithmic. That's logarithmic. I'm getting rid of the stock to flow. And it's the buy cycle. This is how I was able to figure out where the top was going to be at that double top for Bitcoin. Here. And this is how I believe we're going to be able to find the top for Bitcoin yet again. When these two lines cross, we will have a top. Right? And they're really far apart right now, suggesting that we're like not even we're not even at the beginning of a move. Like, it's kind of crazy. Like, and Bitcoin hasn't even entered back inside the green zone yet, which is a bit awkward. So when these lines cross, I believe we will have topped. And so anyone that thinks we're in a bear market, or I just don't see it. Now, could we start a recession? Could something happen? I'm open-minded that anything could happen at any given moment in time. That's what Mark Douglas tells you. Anything could happen at any moment in time. It really could. But, you know, I'm waiting for these two lines to cross to get the pi cycle top. That's what I'm looking at. Do you have other ways of finding the top? How do you find the top? I'll also be looking at some other key insights too. Wow, Bitcoin to 87,000. Bitcoin struggling to the downside, getting milked right now. Not looking good. Let's go back to BTC on the regular chart, but Bitcoin getting milked. And it's crazy, man. Buy the rumor, sell the news. Right? Maybe you're better off taking your kids to the beach. You know, I mean, it's so funny, right? If they're on break. But live your life. I mean, that's starting to look like a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder that could break down, right? Any moment they'll flip it up. Trust me, this is a sketchy market today. Be careful. But again, symmetrical triangles mainly break down. So we know this. We know this is supposed to dump. It's supposed to dump back to 80K, maybe even to a double bottom at 79,000. We know this. All right? So if this dumps later on today, you can't say, oh my gosh, like the crypto summit, I thought we were going to have good news. The charts told you that we weren't going to have good news. The charts, show me the charts and I'll show you the news. All right? Everybody, I teach class the last Saturday of every single month. If you want to jump on into class, hit the QR code right there. I make it so big. How could you miss that? Come on, you want to see how that works. Hit your phone right there and see that. Come on, man. It's just, look at my buttons right there. My buttons are as big as my face. But jump on into the QR code. That is going to give you access to my class. All right? Access to the class, $150 to hang out with me for 3 hours from 9 a.m. to 12, the last Saturday of every single month. It will be the 29th of March over here. So all coins have decimated. That's also been the case. They could go lower. Everyone thinks they can't go lower. They could go lower. Everyone's telling you to buy the dip. I would not be buying the dip. I would be only swing trading the next hot big pump. I'm going to use my capital where my capital could pay me the most, not where my capital could be risked the most. I'm done risking capital. It doesn't make sense anymore. It's not correlating to a positive move, right? So I'm going to have to reassess what I'm doing. And so that's why I've been trading exclusive Bitcoin leverage and having an absolute blast doing it. Shout out to everyone that traded with me leverage this week. It was one of the best weeks of leverage trading. I hope I can always duplicate this week. This week was unbelievable. Some days I woke up to gains and then made gains all day long. It was really just, despite the volatility, this move here, you know what it was, is I was able to catch this move very nicely. Just like I caught this move all week, Monday, Tuesday, and we pumped all week really. And I buy flags above the 200 MAs. You can see how my all my stuff just played out. The 1 hour right here, this is like my go-to signal. This was like a gift. But we made a flag here, and the flag was hugging the 200 MA with the 21 curving up to cross the 200. I mean, that's how I know we're going to get a pump. And we did. Like 90% chance that pumps, and we got it. So beautiful move. And again, you don't have to get the biggest pumps. Bitcoin doesn't have to break huge resistance. I just need some movement in the range. Look, it was just in a range, and I took the bottom of the range to the top of the range. Called it a day. Bitcoin looks like it's about to lose 87,000. I'll be honest, not looking great. Let's take a look at BTC now yet again, and we'll get back to our regular scheduled program here outside of the pi cycle. But wow. And you can see how the 3-minute made a bear flag. Lost the 200 MA, kind of a head and shoulder here, and then dumped to the downside. About to hit that measured move. A little bit of bullish divvy there that could bounce us back to the upside to hold us on that edge. What we're seeing now is we want to see this bottom trend line hold. This bottom trend line, you know, basically if you end up closing a candle below 86.8, So look out, everybody. And be careful. The market book is thin. People are playing games. I'll get rid of the fib. Again, so if we dump, I see us going further down to about 80,009. If we pump, I see us going to 102,000. Right? So it's weird. I'm getting like some my monitor may be gone. Maybe it's time for might be time for some new monitors. I've had them for 5 years, man. I think it's just time. I think it's time. I think I'm gonna switch out these 2 monitors in the next couple days. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Anyone have any suggestions on 2 monitors? They're 32 inches. Yeah, they're 32-inch monitors. And shout out to the fan funding. You people are absolutely awesome. Unbelievable. Okay, holding it down. Sammy, compare the last cycle top to this one. Check the second weekly candle versus this candle. We're exactly like we did the last top. 100%. 100%. I'm with you on that. But I'll show you some reasons. I'm going to show you some stuff that's not correlated. All right. Hey, you're making a symmetrical triangle and you're not breaking above the 2-hour 200 MA. It's bearish. Well, let me show you the differences. So he said, Sammy, compare last cycle top to this one. Check the second weekly candle versus the cycle we're looking at. Exactly the same. Like this one here. How we have like a liquidation wick. Or I don't even know. I don't know which. You said the second weekly candle. I mean, it could have been anyone, right? The thing is about this one, look, you have a high, you have a low, you have a lower high, a higher low, you have a higher high. Then, you know, when you take out this low, that's the beginning of the bear market. We could be in the beginning of a bear market, everybody. I've said that many, many times. You know, it could be the beginning of a bear market for sure. You have to be open-minded. So we'll never separate from the stocks. ESP now. It's not a trap. Stock market is dumping. Yeah, you can see that they're pulling money out of the market. They're pulling liquidity out of the market. They're probably going to buy real estate because the real estate's going to drop and they need that cash. Hey, Sammy, come in handy. Greetings to you. Weirdo. JBL used a Sound Studios, but first check if you like the sound and compare. I said monitors. You thought I was talking about an actual audio monitor. It's so funny. Samsung 32 Odyssey OLED. Never been happier. Amazing screen. Good day, sir. Thank you for saying that, man. No, I don't need anything bigger than 32-inch screens. No. Below 80,000 on Monday. They're dumping the price before they pump the price. Check SPY, Sammy. Already 10%. Scared. Hold my hand. It's down 60 points on the day. It's all right. It's hugging the 200 MA. You know, you got to use the fear to your advantage, but it does look like it's going lower. I mean, that's a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. You see it? And you just cracked the neckline. Dumpage, right? And again, I know I was screaming the bottom, but I was kind of just trolling PMG for some reason. I don't know why. I shouldn't do that. But look, shoulder, head, right shoulder. But man, if you close a candle below the daily 200 MA, you have to suggest you're going down to the 2-day 200 MA. So it's so crazy, man. You lose a key level the day he's going to come out and try to be bullish on crypto, and the market's going to tank on a Friday, right? Let it tank, baby. Let it tank. Yeah. Odyssey is for gaming, overkill for trading anyway. Yeah. People say dump before the bump over 1 year. Yeah. I know they say that a lot, right? 7-4 needs to hold on the weekly. Notice even Steve Crypto Crew sounds like he's flopping and groping. At least you aware and apologize. It's all good, man. I'll be a PG. It's okay. I like the kid, man. He's cool. I think, you know what it is I'm an old guy, and a lot of the stuff is just kind of funny to me. And I forget how stressed you are when you're new to YouTube and how little things can get you. Because little things don't bother me no more. You know what I mean? People say 1,000 things about me. When I first came out, like my first Twitter impersonator freaked me out. Like I lost sleep. You know what I mean? Now there's 1,000 people that impersonate it. I don't care. You get okay with knowing that you're out there. You know what I'm saying? And you just kind of like, but before, like a lot of things mess with you. Yeah. You said officially in a bear market, SP, I wouldn't call it a bear. No, you're right. I mean, when you're below the daily 200 MA, that's the beginning of a bear market. But look, we dipped it here. They ripped it back up. They dipped it here. They've been doing this before and getting us kind of close to these key areas. You can't see the S&P just keeps going. But again, if they're going to have to print money, everybody, I don't think people realize, like, still could be a chance that they're just whittling you below and they're going to bring you back up again. It's sketchy. It's sketchy. Can you check the mod coin, please? It's an old, I really don't want to. No. Yeah, I'm all set. Thank you. Yeah, now Bitcoin's about to break the 1 hour 200 MA. If it breaks the 1 hour 200 MA, you're going to dump to the 2 hour. To the, let's see. Yeah, once you break the 1 hour 200 MA, there's your next support right there at 85.5. Then you lose 85.5 and you go right there to about 82.8. You hold this, you get a bounce, boom, right? So, Powell about to shark the markets. Powell is about to speak at 12:32. All right. And I don't know what he's going to say, but, right. China's printing money. Once you hit 100K, Sammy, 150 subs will arrive fast. Thank you. Shout out to Tony Rosas. God bless you, man. Thank you. Wow, 86,900 for Bitcoin. Massive dumpage for BTC. And we lost the 200 MA on the 7-minute time frame. We lost the 200 on the 5-minute, my go-to short signal. And we lost the 200 on the 1 minute right there. When the 1 minute loses the 200 MA, again, I wouldn't rush into a short. I wouldn't do crazy. I'd like to just watch the dust settle. I'm in those small longs on weeks. Do you ever struggle with overtrading and revenge trading? What's your psychology to stop? Yeah, I overtrade a lot, but what I do is I just trade really small amounts. So look, this is what I do. I made I made over 10. I made basically, I don't want to say what I made this week, but it was very, very nice. All right, well over 12 grand, in almost to $20,000 this week, right? So I make a big chunk of money. So today I could only lose $300. See, like if you sometimes I feel like I gotta trade. So I just make the position super small, man. And I know it's not a lot. I know it can't do much, but it keeps me, then I'm watching a pattern. I'm looking for moving averages, and it does something for me, you know. So glad I shorted 90K madness. 100%. Did you ever struggle with overtrading or revenge trading? What was your psychology to stop? Yeah, and honestly, like just being really happy and grateful, man. If you're full of gratitude, light, love, and happiness, then you're not going to overtrade, because after you win a big trade, you're going to say, "Dear Lord, thank you for this. I'm going to go take a walk and stay in gratitude." When you lose, you're going to say, "You know what? Thank you for this information. I'm going to go in gratitude," right? So, no audio. That's hilarious, right? That's what I needed to start doing. Yeah, you gotta live a life. You gotta be. I found I submitted to God, and I know people don't realize that, but when I submitted to God, my trades started going better. Because I started saying thank you to everything that happened to me, and started instead of saying, "Oh, I coulda, woulda, shoulda." Like, I started realizing that I had to spend more time thanking God and less time asking why certain things didn't happen. Once I was more full of gratitude, my trades went better. Think about it, because then I was happy with it, and then I was able to take smaller wins that added up over time to bigger gains. Right? Yeah. Yeah. I'm addicted to demo. Hey, just get better and better at it. Hey, Sam, they're the best option for 32-inch monitor, MSMPG, best overall 4K monitor, Ultra Gear, and dual mode. Also curved Alienware. Thank you. It's a game after all with real money and strategy. Amen. God is amazing. Hopium copium. Amen, brother. Shout out to Randy Alwas. Wow, man. 86.8 now. Bitcoin. So Bitcoin hit this beautiful top at 91,000. All the way down 5,000. You can't even believe it's already down $5,000. It's like $5,000 is nothing for Bitcoin. It just, It did it last night, brought it right back, did it again, might you bring it back up again. Man. Now, I mean, whenever you lose a 200 MA, like on the 15, it would tell me to open it short with a stop loss on the other side of that, but we're inside of this pattern. Red Friday, lost one and won one today, still in the green, done for today. Yeah, I'm not going to trade much today. And honestly, if they announce a huge summit and Bitcoin rips, maybe I'll catch a flag on the smaller time frame. Like I'll see the 50-minute. But again, I made so much money this week, and I'm not. I keep saying it, but I'm repeating it to you. So when you make money, you don't overtrade. I'm saying it not to say I made money. I'm saying it because I'm telling you more. What I want you to hear is I'm not going to overtrade today. I'm not going to get sucked in by the nonsense. I don't have to do it. All right? I got a good thing going right now. As long as I keep trading the way I traded this week, I'm going to be in good shape. So, Sam, you're a very nice human, man. I support. I wish I have enough money to tip you. All the best. God bless you, man. You tipped me just there by saying something nice. Salam alaikum, Muhammad. If you understand studio lighting, you understand OLEDs. You wouldn't be suggesting Sam gets one. It's so funny, man. It's a good thing he has to see the damage he's causing. Maybe he'll change his course. What the heck? Start printing the money. The guy with the glasses, right? I stopped drinking and remained focused and trade like a lifer sometimes, minus a couple zeros. Hey, that's okay. One day we'll have $100,000 daily swings. That's insane. This guy says God and gambling. Come on, people. Come on. That's insane, Bob. I'm a trader for a living. Like, I pay my bills for a living. Like, that is my profession. So if I had a great day, if I had a good day of trading, a good week of trading, I don't thank God for my wins. You don't make any sense to me. And trading is not gambling. I'm not putting parlays on the Celtics. You know what I mean? I'm not at the bar eating peanuts, getting hammered, begging for the Bulls to cover. Like, it's not completely. I sat here for 10, 12 years of my life and stared at the charts of the markets, and now I actually pull off high probable moves based off mathematics and data. They're completely two different things, not even close, right? Dumpfest, yeah, 86,008, but there's still a chance we bounce here, and they're just kind of shaking off some weak hands, right? Every time your heart beats, it's a gamble. Don't be such a low energy. Oh, Jamie. Hey. Raise that frequency. There's no way this is gambling. You must be, oh. Everyone knowing, let's be nice. I could have said all those things. I didn't, right? He's a beautiful person of God. He just has himself a little confused right now. It's okay. I've been confused many times. I've said the wrong thing many times. I'm a human being that has messed up many, many times. You're the light, man. Really appreciate what you do. God bless you. Thank you for being here and hanging out. Shout out to the 2,200 people. We have the whole market on edge. No one wants to have me go right now. They're all like, oh, man, when Sammy leaves. I feel that. I feel this sense of community right now. People are really kind of on edge. What's happening? I keep getting this pop at this monitor. I don't know what's going on. It looks like it might go out on me during a stream one day. So I feel like it's got to be replaced sooner than later. I'm bad cop. Sam's good cop. I don't, right? No, Jamie's the best cop. I'm the worst cop. I'm the bad good cop. I'm the worst good cop. Jamie's the good bad cop. Yeah. Like, he's good at being the cop. I'm not good at being the cop. I'm the bad cop. You see, who wants it? Shout out to Master Friend, man. Trump is talking now. Oh my gosh. So we got Trump talking right now. Let's take a look here. Actually, someone said that earlier and that wasn't true. Yeah. I'll look at the Associated Press YouTube channel and we'll verify that if that is true. It's possible. He does like to talk a lot. Trump makes unscheduled remarks at the White House. Yes. Let's see here. Let's see if we can see what he's about to say. Anyone got a Trump live? Here we go. Live from the Oval Office, the White House right here. All right, here he is. Trump is live right now.
You're going to see it already. We already have numerous that are being built or starting to be built. and numerous that were being built in other countries, and they stopped, and they're coming here now because of the tariffs. And that's a big deal. That's what you want to hear. During the last year, the Biden administration saw a loss of more than 110,000 manufacturing jobs, or 9,000 manufacturing jobs every single month. It averaged about 9,000 a month, 110,000 manufacturing jobs. During the first full month in office, we've not only stopped that manufacturing collapse, but we've begun to rapidly reverse it and get major gains. We created 10,000 manufacturing. Is
this from yesterday? Is this live right now? I don't know if this is live.
Happened in a long time, and these aren't government jobs, which actually we cut. These are private sector manufacturing jobs. So we gained all of those jobs, 10,000 jobs, and we barely started yet. That's a very unusual number. People are surprised by it. I'm even a little surprised. On auto jobs, we created almost 9,000 new jobs in the auto
Trump ain't live right now.
Field.
This was yesterday. I saw that. Yeah, this was yesterday. Yeah, he's not live right now. That's not. Yeah, he ain't live. He's gonna come live. I think at 12:15 though. He's gonna come live. That's what you saw, like an announcement of going live. Bitcoin did bounce off 87,000. I wouldn't be surprised if the S&P gets some type of bounce and gets back above this daily 200 but right now it's looking real bearish for sure. But very oversold. Like, look how many, like they sold. Like, usually you get a bounce after a major sell like that. So again, it's showing live on, yeah, that was yesterday. Yeah. Time you start talking about great dog. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's coming live soon. Exactly. He might come live to try to, stop the market from dumping, right? Anyway, I'm going to do my macro technical analysis video right now, everybody, to keep you guys updated on what's happening. S&P really wanted to see it bottom off that daily 200 MA. I usually get a bounce there. We did not. Now I have to kind of concede that we may be going lower, but there's a chance we get a wick. That daily, the DXY was tanking, man. And there's a chance that wick right there begins this reversal. Like, something tells me to buy the S&P right now, not to sell it, man. Buy the fear, don't sell that fear. So anyway, he's live right now. No, he's not. He's not. No, he's not. Yeah. He's not live. I don't think so, no. I don't see it. Yeah, it's a live rebroadcast. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. He's not live. If you go to Fox right now, they're just showing the White House from the outside. Yeah, he's not. Yesterday, he talked daylight savings time, all sorts of stuff. Anyway, I love you all. We're getting a bounce off 87,000 here for Bitcoin. I would expect this higher low to kick in. And, what you really want to see and what you're likely going to see is chop. Bounce back up, bounce back around. They're going to go and liquidate everyone they can here that's playing games. Remember, I have a pretty good game plan of what to do. I'll keep my longs open. We'll see where we go from there for BTC, right? Look, I didn't get stopped out on my week's longs. We'll see where we go, all right? $250. We'll go from there. And, let's let it roll, baby. We already bounced all the way to 87,400 off of that 200 MA, and so we didn't lose the 1 hour 200 MA, and that's actually a key place where I actually love to open longs, right there with a stop on the other side of that liquidation wick, and boom, you'd be surprised. We might be getting a beautiful bounce. So take it one step, one day, one moment at a time, one candle at a time, everybody, and don't get too emotional. Have a long-term game plan and set yourself up for success. Everyone, I love you. I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. All right. Yeah, it looks like he might come live at 12:15 right now. All right.
Few months, and they are.
This is the White House, though. And yeah, but you know what it is? They're keeping it on from the last time. Like, yeah. Everybody, I love you. Trump is talking right now, somebody says. No, he's not. That was yesterday.
They put it into effect pretty quickly. They have confidence that I'm.
Marty said he's live. I'll ask one more time. Is he live? I think you guys are watching a YouTube stream that says he's live. Yeah. I love how he says that with a straight face, with his suit, with his screens in the background. Right? 30 minutes. He's live on. Yeah. He's not live, man. Anyway, I love you all. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here. I'll catch you guys all on the flip side. May you have a wonderful day. Looks like we're going to bounce off this 200 MA here for PTC. I'm still inside my lungs. I didn't get shook out. I didn't get scared. We'll go from there. May God bless you all. May you all have a wonderful day. Remember, the secret to success is getting started. You've got this. You can, you will. You are the best. Push yourself to the limits. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. May God bless everybody on this live. And thank you so much for your time, your most precious asset. That is your time. I'll see you tomorrow. God bless you all. Thank you.
Be it chocolate, be it explosion, be it chocolate, be it explosion, be it chocolate, be it explosion, be it chocolate. Explosion.